Hello, everybody, and I'm Sal Capano. I want to talk about in this video Social Security. Did you get your letter? And Medicare, choosing the right Medicare, and what's important for you. So stay tuned to the Medicare towards the end of this video, and also a chance to win coffee in this video. Puerto Rican coffee sponsored by my wife, and a $25 gift card if we receive 75 likes in this video. I greatly appreciate all tuning in. All right, new benefit amounts of Social Security 8.7. Now, some people were saying, Sal, are we really going to get this? Yes, we are going to get it. Now, there's a letter here, your new benefit amount. Now, this letter here, and here's a screenshot, will tell you how much you're going to get. All right, and I'm going to give you an example in 1 second. It'll have your deduction. It'll have your a voluntary federal tax withholding, and then in black, it'll have your how much you're going to get. Now, I'm going to give you an example. So this is someone's who got this in the mail. So if stay with me, and thanks for hitting the likes on all these videos. I greatly appreciate it. I'm just a small YouTube giving you the latest facts on updates on the economy, money in your pocket, and today's Social Security update. Now look, for an example, if you were making, just for an example, let's say you were making $1,100 every month, right, for the last year, right, in 2022, this year here, and the 8.7, I'm not going to get real scientific on this. You're going to get $95 increase. So your increase will look like the 8.7 increase. You just go $1,100. I just give you an example times 8.7, and that's about a $95 increase. So you'll be making about $1,201. Now that will start in January. Now I know some channels are trying to make it. It's not confusion. You will not get. You'll get it in January. All right, depending on your birthday. That's the increase on that. Now if you're making more, $1,400 times that, you're going to be getting more obvious. So that's the increase. Now, but stay tuned where it's not even close of an 8.7. I know it sounds good, and I said this in my previous videos. And let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Or am I just off on this? Do you think it's accurate? And I'm also going to get into how most people are working at 62. And let me know again when you're going to collect Social Security. So yeah, let me know all that. Now I'm going to give you how it's not enough. Now it looks like it's a lot, and Medicare did go down $5. And we're going to discuss that in a little bit, so don't go anywhere. All right. Again, once again, I greatly appreciate. Also, a little bit of bad news before I continue on with this video real quickly is we lost a family member, and that's why I haven't done any videos. Little Gizzy here has went with the Lord. He passed away. He had heart failure. Max is still gone and living a joy, excuse me, of Gizzy. We had to put him to sleep. It was hard for if you have any pets, if you can only imagine. Look, let's make it clear, they're not humans. I want to make that perfectly clear. I lost brothers, but they become attached to you. Anyhow, that's why I haven't done any videos. And I'm rumbling on, but it's hard if you had dogs and stuff like that. So there's a little Gizzy. I just miss them when I come home. Let me continue on. So gas prices last year in 2021 were around average of $3.46. I'm just going to use a total here. I live here in Las Vegas. It went up about $1.25. Now, if you average that a whole year, that's in that total I just gave you an example of, like, I don't want to make it too complicated, of $1,100. Now you're making $1,200. Well, just in gas alone has went up $1,000, $1,200, excuse me. Rent has went up $200. That alone, and then this is well, wait a minute. People are going to cross this video. I live in Queens, New York. Yeah, I'm just saying the average, not California, New York. Rent has went up about $200, right? Right there, that's $2,400 more. So that and gas, not to mention eggs and food, that COLA increase, and let me know in the comments below, in my opinion, should have been much, much higher. Just my opinion. I am not on Social Security yet. I'm just reporting what I know, and also where we're heading with long term. Is it important that we protect our Social Security long term? Now, average person is retiring at 61. This is an average. At 62, 80% of people are collecting Social Security. Are you ready? Now, stay tuned to the Medicare. I'm going to get to that. Most people are going to still work. Now, if you're getting about $1,100, I'm just throwing that number out there, $1,200, it's not enough, right? Yeah, particularly if your house isn't quite paid off and you refinance. And I'm going to go into some deep stuff, but I was going to go into some deep situation, but I'm not. So my whole point is, let me know in the comments below, should that increase been more like 10.0 or even more? The numbers I just gave you, rent and gas, and there's more, but I'd like to keep these videos relatively short. Now, this is important. I'm glad you stuck around. And by the way, www. ssa.gov if you have not received, and reach out to them at 1-800-772-1213 if you have not received this form. This form is very important. You should have got it if you're on Social Security. It should say your Social Security benefit 8.7 in 2023, and it should give you an amount. It's that easy. We don't need to make this complicated. I'm just discussing this video what we should have gotten. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to talk about Medicare. How much? Okay, so here's the deal. When you're 65, if you're 65, it's time to look at your policy. You need to look, very important to look to make sure your doctors, if you're going to switch, make sure those doctors on an HMO and your Medicare are on there, and your hospital plans are on there, because a lot of people make that switch without looking at their doctors. So very, very important. Also, what's very important, I had to leave the notes here, what is a hot topic right now, Social Security, is make sure your prescription is on there. So particularly if you're taking blood pressure medicine or your diabetes or etc., you got to make sure before you switch those plans, because I know there's plans that you can, Humana, I think it's called, if I'm pronouncing it right, Humana. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. But yeah, you might be getting like some food, or I know my mom gets a free Tylenol or Advil, that kind of stuff. But be very careful, because a lot of these insurance in your state can say, okay, you're going to get this, but God forbid you are out of state and you broke a leg, you might not be covered. If you need a procedure, it'll be on there. Or if you're on an island of Puerto Rico. So you got to be very careful. So pay attention. If you'd like me to talk more about Medicare and Social Security, I will. But just to keep on the topic here of this, so let me continue. Yeah, make sure that your prescription is on there. It's very, very important. Your hospital and your doctors, if you have a good relationship. Also, your deductibles. Make sure you're double. This is a good time right now to think it over. Take a day, a couple hours, and review your out-of-pocket deductibles. Now, Sal, I'm going to be 62 soon. Can I still work? Yes, you can still work, but the cap was $19,560. Well, the new cap going into 2023 actually is $21,240, meaning you can still work and not make more than that money. You can go over, and then they deduct $1 for each, $1 for each 100. Here's the deal. My whole thing on this video is prepare yourself as I know a lot of my viewers are some are in their 40s, some are in their 30s. I know a lot are in their 50s. See, we got to start thinking about this. It's a hot topic, Social Security right now, going around the internet. That's why I wanted to come up with this video. How much you will be getting monthly. It's an easy thing. You should have got this in the mail. If you haven't already, go ahead and reach out to them. But you should be able to go online too and see this. It'll have your deduction coming out. But I just gave you a perfect example if you were making $1,100. So about $95 increase. Again, some of you are going to come across, I know, and it's fine. I enjoy the comments. I'm just giving you my opinion. Someone will say, well, it's better than nothing. And yes, that is true. $95, $100, $200, depending on how much you're making, is better than nothing. I'm just here to say the numbers don't add up, and they could have went a little higher. And also, it's very important what's happening with Social Security in the near future. Stay tuned to future videos if you want me to continue talking about Social Security, money in your pocket. Also, too, don't forget to like, if you haven't already, this video, and subscribe and share it on Facebook, Instagram, your Uncle Joey. I greatly appreciate it as we can get new subscribers to help out people and bring them on here and become a good family here. As I appreciate and like to give a little giveaways, I just like to do it. It's a small YouTube channel. I don't know, about 1,300 subscribers, a little over 1,300 subscribers. I read all your comments. If I don't get back to a comment, I'm not just leaving it out. Sometimes they pop up late. Also, make sure you have that bell notification before you get off here. It will let you know when I'm coming on. I will be on here a couple days a week. Again, with little Gizzy dying, took a little bit out of me. I just wasn't in a mood to talk. I'm a little bit better today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. I greatly appreciate it. We have a good little community here. And thank you for tuning in to my Grinch in Tahoe for 4 days. I got some great subscribers here, and let other people know that I'm here trying to give you the facts on situation on what's happening with our economy. All right, everybody, remember, I like to end my videos, if you're new, this is something I've been saying from day one now. Say hello to somebody when you're walking by, not just for Christmas. Tomorrow is always another day, just like the veterinarian told me when we lost Gizzy. Tomorrow is always another day, and there's always a solution on this channel. God bless you all. Have a very safe day. Ciao.